And the next question of the night is, which we will be announcing right now, what is the name of the angel that will blow the horn at the end of times? that looks like you're drinking something.
Oh yeah, I want to be a horn, isn't it? Okay, never mind. But
now,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry, brothers and sisters, 0203 515 1122. The packages are on your screens right now. Or scan the QR code. I didn't get it this time, nor that time.
Slowly.
That's the one right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Scan the QR code and go to our website, donate £30 for an iftar pack, £50 for orphans.
£100 for the medical.
Say, Mustin, don't sleep on me today. I know we ate a good iftar.
For repair, it was a beautiful iftar, by the way. £250 for repairing the shelters.
£500 to teach someone an apprenticeship and a new skill so that they can develop and that they can bring themselves out of poverty. And £1,400 for Sayyid Muhsin's home country of Pakistan, where, brothers and sisters, they have been affected by flooding. The effects of the flooding are still there. You can tell that it's not going through one stream, it's going through mud, it's going through dirt, it's going through bins and rubbish. So £1,400 will get water wells for these small villages in the southern parts of Pakistan or all over Pakistan.
The southern parts mainly because those are the ones that were affected.
Okay.
And furthermore, I'm not sure if you knew, just the first week of Ramadan, maybe a day or two before Ramadan, there was a massive earthquake, which did affect Pakistan. My family is in Pakistan right now, so I spoke to my brothers on that, and they were saying, they felt the floor shake for 45 seconds. Alhamdulillah, nothing, no buildings collapsed or anything like that. But, you know, I mean, it was very, very scary for them. But my family are in the northern regions, but definitely towards the southern regions, definitely there was some demolition, as you call it.
Oh, so your family's in the northern part?
Yeah.
And they felt it. Now, brothers and sisters, I mean, you can imagine, we saw the effects of earthquakes on the Middle East, on Turkey, Syria. Now we're seeing it on Pakistan, and those countries, as in the southern parts of Pakistan, they really, really need your help. They really, really need the water. So go on our website, call us, speak to us. We would love to hear your voices, and we'd love to speak to you. 0203 515 1122. And brothers and sisters, £30 for an iftar pack is not a lot of money. We say this every single night. Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad Fahad. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for joining us 10 minutes late.
On time.
But we appreciate you.
Please, can you get a video ready? Can you get us a video ready, please, to show the viewers? Please, thank you.
Brothers and sisters, there was a hadith by Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, which I can't remember right now. I'll get it up. I'll definitely get it for you. I don't think it's on the papers. It was told to me a few hours before the show. But because there's a whole lesson that we can learn from it, and it's really, really vital that you hear this, and it's vital that you understand the importance of this hadith.
Inshallah. While you think about it, right now on the screen you can see the actual iftar pack that we are providing this year. We're trying to go for 100,000. Inside each iftar pack you can receive essentials such as rice, flour, there's pastas, there's lentils, vegetables, fruit, there's meats, there's dried limes, there's oil.
We've got a video of what's inside the food basket. Do you want to play that?
Go on then.
We'll play that, and then we will welcome on our guest, our special guest for tonight, a filmmaker and a nasheed artist. But stay tuned.
Steven Spielberg.
After this video, not Steven Spielberg. Let's go.
Imam Hussein Charity is giving you the chance to provide food baskets for destitute and impoverished families all over Iraq and Afghanistan. So let's see what your donation gets, Ali. We have oil, tomato paste, we have tahini, lentils, sugar, tea, pasta, tuna cans, salt, dates, rice. She would also be receiving fruit, vegetable and meat, and that comes fresh on the day delivery and only costs £30. Brothers and sisters, you can pay via bank transfer, PayPal, or you can visit www.imamhusseincharity.com.
Your donation can make a world of difference in the life of a hungry child.
as you saw, brothers and sisters, your donations can make a world of difference. It was a request by the person who done the voiceover. They said I have to do it in a Scottish accent. So I'm not mocking them. I'm not doing anything.
Do the rest in Scottish.
I can't do that. I can't do that. But brothers and sisters, I'd like to welcome on our dear brother, Sayyid Muhammad Jawad, who's a filmmaker and a nasheed artist. We welcome him with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. How are you, bro?
Not bad, thank you so much for having me.
Good to see you. Welcome, bro.
My twin.
You see, I think the thing is here, people are going to look at this side of the TV screen more because we've got two good-looking dudes right there, you know?
And an average-looking guy right here. No problem, no problem.
I'm only messing, bro. As long as you got the beard, mashallah.
No, but see, your guys' beards are magnificent. My one still isn't fully connected.
His one is still the best. I mean, if you've seen the muche, you know?
Yeah.
Like proper, you know? It looks like a Bollywood villain, right?
that was what I was going for.
Brother Muhammad, how's your journey in today?
Alhamdulillah, it was really, really well.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Sorry, Sayyid Muhammad.
Sayyid Muhammad, I've been called many things.
No, sorry. We have to do Sayyid.
Do justice.
Now, do it justice. Sayyid, let me ask you, with your experience in fundraising and charity work, what have you seen that, we always ask this to our guests because everyone's got a different perspective when they deal with the less fortunate, when the situations they've been in. So what kind of situation have you been in where you'd really want the viewers to take from and donate towards this cause?
So I think what I want to do is probably just share a story about, well, literally what happened a few days ago. Now, if any of you guys do follow my YouTube channel, I'm actually on a mission this month, right, to find the yay moment of Ramadan.
Do you want to plug your YouTube channel?
Yes, subscribe at Sayers Life on YouTube. Yay! Thank you. But basically, I'm on a mission, right, to find the yay moment because I myself struggle with fasting. I find it very difficult. I don't enjoy it, you know, and I'm being open and honest. So my mission is to find that yay moment, and I think I found that yay moment a few days ago, right?
Okay.
And today driving in, it just made me sort of realize one thing. So I was driving along, and literally in the car next to me, you know, I saw another Muslim brother, Quran going, and you know when you see another Muslim, right, when you're fasting, you're like, yes, bro. Yeah, I feel that, bro, yeah. So basically, we both gave each other looks like, yes, subhanallah, you know, and then we went on. And I remember having this feeling, right, where I'm like feeling ecstatic and happy knowing that another human being that I've never met before in my life is doing exactly the same thing that I'm doing. And that got me thinking, yeah, how many, there's billions of us, right?
Yeah.
We're everywhere in the world, right? And I knew that all of us, I was in this brother that I saw in the car next to me, is going to be having iftar at the same time. But then the realization set in.
Which is?
We have iftar. How many don't?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah? I mean, think about it this way, okay? I mean, sometimes I just close my eyes and I just think to myself that, you know, that feeling you get before iftar, okay? That tiredness, that fatigue.
Your mouth starts watering.
Yeah, my mouth starts watering. Yeah, totally.
You're scrolling through TikTok and it's all food.
How long left?
Exactly.
Why is it the last 15 minutes are always going the slowest?
I know.
The last 15 minutes,
You're right. Well, I was lucky today because I purposely left home late so I'd get here. When I got here, it's a 2 minutes until iftar.
Sayyid Muhsin, by the way, got in here, sat down straight away and started eating. He didn't even say sit down.
To be fair though, as soon as I walked in, everybody was eating, man. And the food smelled amazing. It was really good.
But like you said, we were very lucky and fortunate to have iftar.
I mean, this is the hard work of Imam Hussein TV. We eat and we start.
I mean, think about it, right? When you have iftar, that feeling of energy that you get, elation, you feel happy again, right? But there are still millions out there that will never get to feel that. All they'll probably have, right, is maybe some dirty water to open the iftar, right? Maybe they'll just have some leftovers. And I've seen it in Pakistan with my own eyes. You eat food outside and you get up and walk away, and all of a sudden you see kids, people just grabbing the leftovers. And that breaks my heart. And at the same time, I'm sure that many of you guys out there have seen exactly this as well. Let me put this to you right now. If you've just had iftar,
that camera.
Is it that camera there? Okay, hey guys, hey, sorry, you're there. If you've just had iftar right now, if you've had a glass of water, if you've had a cup of tea and you're sitting there, belly full, with a smile on your face, you need to donate.
Wow.
All you need to do is donate £30, right, for a food basket. I bet you, I guarantee this, you've probably spent more on your iftar right now than the iftar basket. 100%. And that iftar basket is what, going to feed a family of how many, for how long?
Normally it's for a month. 4, 4, 5, and I mean it depends on how much they use and so forth. But it could easily last a week for a family of 4.
Okay. Easily, right? So what are you doing? Yes, I know you're watching us a lot, yeah? But pick up that phone, dial in, you know, make that donation. What is £30? What can you buy for £30 nowadays? Yeah. If you smoke, right, a packet of cigarettes is £15, fine, donate 2 packets of cigarette. Wow. No big deal. Yeah. No big deal. Come on, what are you waiting for?
With quitting as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to give up smoking.
Now, I remember the hadith I wanted to, I didn't remember it, it's on my phone right here. So, it says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, so apparently this is a hadith attributed to Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, and it says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has fixed a share for the poor in the wealth of the rich. Consequently, whenever a destitute remains hungry, it is because some rich persons have denied him his share. Now, I've had a conversation with some of the backstage staff, and one of them actually said to me, Sayyid Muhsin, if you were, let's say I'm a poor person and you wanted to give me money, how would you give me money?
Depends if you're there, I'll give you cash.
Yeah, so how would you get? Okay, so I say, Muhsin, can I have some money, please? Yeah. In person.
My wallet's over there, but yeah.
No, that's all right. Pretend. Right. So apparently, so do that again. Yeah. Right. So apparently that is shaming their dignity.
Yeah. It's wrong. It's wrong.
So apparently you are supposed to give them money like that, so that they take it from you, because that's their share from you, right? And that's something that really got me thinking. How many poor people's shares do I have in my pocket?
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
How many poor people's shares do you have in your pocket?
Technically, you're usurping it.
Yeah, technically I'm usurping it.
Yeah, 100%.
How many people's shares have, and that's a scary feeling, because on the day of judgment or in my grave or when I get questioned.
If you allow me, I'll tell you a story. Go ahead. So this was in the time of, I think it's Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam, and it was early morning. He prayed his Fajr, and then there was birds outside his house making noise, and then his Sahaba, Imam Sadiq's Sahaba, were like trying to shoo them off and stop bothering the Imam. And Imam goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "No, they've come for their risk. I have their risk. They have come to ask for their risk, which I have. I have to give it to them."
Yeah.
You know, whether it was seeds or rice or something. He's like, "Why are you shooting them away?" No, they've come to their Imam, because the Imam is the Imam of the animals as well, of course, not just the human beings. They're of all creation. So they've come to the Imam to get their share, which you were saying, how many shares do we have in our pocket?
Totally.
Of which belongs to the needy.
I mean, just a story on that. It's something probably not as religious, but a bit more something from my own personal life, right? Okay, I remember when I first started earning, came out of university and that, right? You know, first job. You know, my parents always said, "Beta, you have to give charity."
I love the action.
Give charity,
right? Has to come with it.
Now, obviously, being a young guy, you know, and not totally on the path at that time, you know, on the deen.
Getting your first paycheck.
Getting my first paycheck. Literally, I just wasted it. And for a good year, that was the case. At the end of my first year of working, I found myself in such a dire financial position. And it wasn't until my dad sat me down and said, "Look, give charity." I started giving charity within 3 months. MashaAllah. The barakat I saw. And since that day, not stopped.
Can we ask, as a percentage, how much were you giving monthly or weekly or whatever?
So basically, I was giving an average of about 20%. You know, just to start with, you know. That's 20%.
You wanted the fast-paced barakah.
Hell yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely, man.
You know, for a whole year, he was in dire financial situation. And then
exactly.
Like 3 months.
It
was fast track.
So again, if everyone wants that barakah, then they just need to donate.
Yeah.
You know, in any way, shape or form.
There's a story, if you allow me. It's not from an Islamic community, it's actually from the Jewish community.
Okay.
However, there was a man, very, very, very famous in his business, very popular in his business. It wasn't really taking off, but he was getting contracts here and there, but he still wasn't, making it. So he went to his rabbi, his priest or whatever, and he was like, "Look, I'm having trouble. I'm very good at what I do, but it's just, my business isn't kicking off and this and that." And he said, "How much do you give to charity?" He goes, "No, not really." He goes, as a Jewish community, we give 10%. He goes, "But give 12, just in case the 10%, just give a bit of 12. He started to give 12% of his earnings, whatever he had, 12% he gave. And then his business started to boom. He started this and that. What was that man's name? Christian Dior.
Really?
His name was
Christian Dior.
Christian Dior, the famous fashion designer. He made it big from that, from giving to charity. He gives 12% everything.
Now, Sayyid Muhammad, I wanted to ask you, because you've done a lot of charity work and you've had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Why is it important? Because we're standing here laughing. Someone may think, okay, these guys aren't taking it seriously. From your experience, why is it important to have fun with fundraising?
Well, fundraising, funds in the fundraising itself, right? FUN to begin with, okay? But look, let's look at it. We're human beings. Yeah, everything that we do, we need to have an interest in it, because that releases dopamine in our brains. Yeah, no matter if it's big or small, we're not debating that right now. But that dopamine means that we want to do more of it, right? Now, growing up, okay, in the UK, where there was hardly any Muslim or Shia representation, everything was serious, right? The point being that when you're having fun with fundraising, not only do you want to get more involved, it passes your time better, you enjoy it, but also for the next generation. Yeah. Okay, most importantly, like, you know, in the beginning when my kids were young, we got them into fundraising charity work, right? Okay, by making it into a game.
Yeah, because I heard there was, you guys done a walk and a charity sponsored walk or something like that.
Yeah, so basically, my wife sort of helped set up medical camps, you know, throughout the year, and my young sons, they actually go with her, and all 3 children, you know. Oh, wow. So from a very young age, and for them, it's fun, you know. Literally all year they'll spend putting toys together, things like that. So we make it into a whole little game. Wow. So when you have fun, I mean, look, let's be honest, right? Okay, who do you support?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Do you enjoy watching Arsenal at the moment?
No, yeah. 100%.
Because it's fun, right? It's fun to see them win, right? 100%. But if it wasn't fun, you wouldn't be watching them. And that's the same reason.
I still do watch them.
Yeah, but you cry inside.
Yeah. Last year and the year before, especially last year when we didn't get top 4, we were so on our way to get top 4 and I started crying. But yeah, I get what you mean. Brothers and sisters, 0203 515 1122. We'd love to hear your voices. We'd love to speak to you. £30 for an iftar pack.
£50 to sponsor an orphan.
£1,400 for a water well.
He jumped straight to the 1,400.
Yeah, man.
Is it because it's going to Pakistan?
Pakistan's in the bad, man. All the way.
£100 for medical aid, including dialysis, injections, diabetes, and that kind of stuff. £250 to repair shelters. I always forget that one. And say, what's the last one?
£500 will provide skills and training for an orphan or widow to actually start their own trade, learn, a trade, and inshallah open their own business to help them get themselves out of poverty.
Now, Sayyid Mohsin, can you just explain to us? I want to know about the £250 package, just in more detail.
Have a look at the screen right now, and this is the reality. Now look at the house there. There's a very, very thin amount of cement. There's holes in the wall. Look at the roof. It's just a plastic sheet with bricks on top.
That could just fly away.
Indeed. Well, if it wasn't for the bricks, but heavy wind, that'll get blown away. Furthermore, you can't see it there, but the pole that's holding the electric wires is just a wooden pole leaning against the wall. Which is very, very dangerous. And the reality for many of these families is that their houses would never ever pass a health and safety test.
Oh no, definitely not.
In the West. So if their house isn't good enough for us, what makes you think it's good enough for them? The reality is that these houses sometimes in the winter cannot keep the heat in. And and when it comes to the summertime, it's just too hot, and maybe the AC is not working, maybe the fans aren't working because the wires have been dealt with, or this or that. So £250 goes towards helping repair and giving a more safe environment for this family. Maybe this house doesn't have electricity.
Yeah.
And it's just because the wire's fallen out and there's no main wire going into the house. So £250 will go towards that, will go towards, repairing the house, whether it's to do with electricity, plumbing, plastering a wall, rebuilding a wall because it's not safe, it's about to cave in or something like that. And that is the reality of...
Do you know, Sayyid Mohsin, a sister spoke to me this afternoon and she said that they were distributing clothes to the poor people of Iraq. And it was used clothes. It wasn't clothes that were brand new. It wasn't even clothes from Primark, which are, mashallah, very cheap. It was just used clothes. And the woman said to her, "Are we that low to you?"
Wow.
Which is a reality check for anyone, by the way. Anyone who's giving away their old clothes to people, it's not about they should be appreciative. It's about you looking at them and say, that's all they deserve. All they deserve is my old junk or my old stuff. You know, people, you know, we need to realize that these people are human beings as well. They're not supposed to be treated like they're second class or third class. They're not supposed to be treated like they're any lower than us. But I believe we do have a video that our producer wants to play. So let's go for that and we'll be right with you.
هي صعبة، المشكلة الدنيا يعني حتى أخو مالك سندني والقرآن الكريم من زاد الزيت على والدتي على المصرف للمدرسة موجهة، وهسه أخذ أبو النزار وأشهد زين، وناس كلها ما ترحم، كلها تجي تحكي عليك بس ما تعرف ظروفك اللي عايش بيها أنت شنو. أتذكر يعني هواي مرت علي ظروف صعبة، هواي اللي وقعنا مرات ثانية، هاي أنا وجهها اللي صار له والله 7 أيام بالإنفلونزا وقعنا، يعني استونا والله العظيم. هسه أشهدك للمضمد ببلاش جاي يدزلنا العلاج ماله، والله هم بعد ما عندي سند بالحياة غيرهم، وأنا هم قعدت من ذاك اليوم لليوم. توفى أبوهم عمر 20 سنة، وقعدت وحطمت نفسي عليهم، وأهلي عافوني وعيالي والله ما يجون، وكلهم خو عيالي يعني شو أقول لك، كلهم رواتب وخير من الله، بس ما يتواصلون. ما أطلب شيء من عنده بس يرجعنا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Heartbreaking story with this family here, where the father unfortunately lost his life at work, where he was electrocuted. As you know, we've seen in Iraq, sometimes the health and safety isn't as good as it should be, and unfortunately due to negligence or due to not having the proper protocols in place, this family has lost their father, who was bringing in, you know, a considerable amount of money, giving them a very, very decent lifestyle. You can see that the girls here are still in their school uniform. They're eager to study, they're eager to have an ambitious life and to make something of themselves, as well as the boy here as well, with ambition and full of motivation to become something. But because no one is there to earn money, this family struggles week in and week out of trying to make ends meet. Brothers and sisters, I urge you and I plead to you to help families like this by donating whatever you can. And your money will be spent in order for them to be able to go to school, be able to go and eat, be able to pay for electricity and gas and so forth. These are their main worries. Where children like this, their main worry should be whether, you know, they're doing their homework correct, or, you know, what TV show they want to watch tonight, or, you know, which toys to play with. Not how we're going to eat tomorrow, or not how we're going to even go, are we going to be able to go to school next week, or so forth. Brothers and sisters, you can make a change, you can make the difference. Be that difference and be that change.
Your contribution can help us break the cycle of poverty and create a brighter future for generations to come.
Wow. It's a harsh video, and it's a reality for so many people. Now, one thing that the sister mentioned in that video was our family, my in-laws don't keep in contact anymore.
No.
Like, that's a case for so many people in Iraq, by the way, brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
a lot of them don't, once their spouse dies, the spouse's family don't want nothing to do with that, with the children. It's like, come on, they're your nieces and nephews. And
yeah, I mean, it's similar in Pakistan as well. It's like, our link to you was through our son or our relative. Now that's cut off.
Yeah,
you know, you go back to your family.
But you still got the kids.
Let me ask you a quick question, right? You visited that family, yeah? Okay. What did you feel seeing that?
With me, with this family, and with all the families, you know, you go in.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed, right, because Iraqi people, by the way, you know, they're some of the most beautiful people you'll ever meet, especially in the Arba'in time and so forth. If you're a Zawar of Imam Hussein, their hearts are open to you.
Absolutely.
And these people are very, very honourable people. with dignity.
Yeah.
They don't beg. You know, it's not a thing for an Arab to beg or ask.
Definitely.
You know, it's considered really, really bad manners and so forth. But a lot of these families were so desperate for aid, for help, that they would, with open hearts, tell us their problems, and they were, you know, just from their sincerity and just from the sorrow and grief that they're going through, you know, the hardship, your heart would just melt and break just listening to them.
And the thing is, though, okay, that when we think of poor people, of orphans, of widows, what's the first thing that comes to mind? In tatters, you know, uneducated, no shoes, dirty hair. But the reality is, a lot of the people in need now are educated, have been professional, have been in jobs, but have got themselves into a very bad situation. Bottom line, it could be you. Bro, it could be you, it could be me, it could be any of you guys out there as well, right? Just the fact that they're poor and in need doesn't mean that they haven't tried, that they're not trying. So it is, I think we need to put ourselves in that position, okay? Just talking of orphans, right, okay? My son, he's 5 years old, right?
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah, last Saturday, he done his first ever fast.
Oh, wow.
MashaAllah.
Wow, 5-year-old.
5-year-old, first ever fast,
Mashallah.
his own choice.
The full thing?
Yeah, the full thing, his own
Mashallah.
choice, yeah? And I remember as a father, sitting with him, watching him do iftar, nothing made me feel happier. However, if he was an orphan, how would that make me feel? How would that make you feel if that was your son? How would that make you feel if that was one of your sons or your daughters out there? You know, how would you feel knowing that your child has fasted an entire 10, 12, 14 hours at a young age and they've not had an opportunity to eat properly? Would you not want somebody to actually help and help them have iftar?
100%.
The UK is what, 13 degrees?
Yeah.
Right now in Iraq it's about 30.
Mashallah.
3-0, brothers and sisters.
Summer, UK
So
summertime.
it's like the summer in the UK, imagine that.
And you know, when we fast in the summer, because we had it a couple of years ago.
it was difficult.
Headaches,
Headaches, sleeping.
19-hour, 20-hour
Totally.
fast. It was very, very difficult, very, very hard. We couldn't wait for iftar to come. But for these guys in Iraq right now,
I mean, look, we find it hard in our day job talking without water. Without food. And these guys in this heat. No,
for example, for example, when I'm in university and when I'm on clinic, I have to have my bottle of water, my 1 litre bottle of water with me for a 4-hour session. Now imagine these people going hours, sometimes nights, without clean water and clean food. Let's play a short video for our water campaign and we'll be right with you.
Assalamu alaikum guys, my name is Hussein Shah. I'm here in my hometown in Rawalpindi, Karbala. I just want to show you guys the water that's around here. Now, if you come closer and have a look, you can see there's absolutely rubbish everywhere you look. There's people have been throwing their garbage and so forth, and this has been going on for the last, you can say, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. There's a horse having a little bath there, and there's kids playing. Now, those kids that are playing, that water is contaminated. God knows what diseases they're going to pick up, and you know, how long they can be unwell for. In terms of the horse, why is there a horse in the middle of a dirty river? I don't know. I don't think that's even, you know, clean enough water for the horse to be bathing in. But yeah, this is very, very common theme here in Pakistan. You can see people have set up tents and so forth to live close to water, as this is the only water supply that they can get. The government don't do anything. The people have complained and they've like lobbied and so forth, but nothing seems to be changing. So it's people like you that we depend on in order to make a change, that you can bring fresh, clean water here in Pakistan.
Brothers and sisters, as you saw right there in Pakistan, in Sayyid Muhsin's hometown of Rawalpindi, the water is, that's their source of water right there. You saw a horse in there, and I believe some other animals like cows and that kind of stuff will drink from there, right, Sayyid Muhsin?
They can do, yeah.
So when they drink from that, it's a whole process, like we said it yesterday. Drinking dirty water overworks your kidneys, overworks your whole body. Now these cows, at some point they're going to be, you know, killed for niyaz, killed for to feed people. Imagine all that dirt in the flesh of that cow being served to people to eat. You know, it really isn't an easy situation. It's an urgent matter that needs to be addressed. People need clean water. It costs £1,400 That's it.
I mean, I think it's important to ask the question, okay? How many of you guys actually drank water today?
That one.
Yeah, that one there? Okay, cool. Now, I want you to take a look at these two glasses right here, yeah? Have you actually drunk water today? Yeah? All right, can you guys see this?
He's gonna zoom in. He's gonna zoom in.
He's gonna zoom in. Shall I come back?
Go
Okay,
back. Go
cool.
back. He's gonna zoom in.
All right, so have a look at this glass, these two glasses of water. This one is dirty water. This one is clear water, and clear as day, we can see what the difference is, right? Now, let me ask you guys a question. Which one would you drink right now, given the choice? That one, right? Yeah. Anyone would drink this one. Now, if you choose, this one here, then you need to be donating right now for a water well. Now, whether that is 10 of you put in, yeah, 140 quid together, whether that's 20 of you, whatever it is, yeah, if you will not be prepared to drink this, then why are you prepared to let another Muslim brother, another Muslim sister, another Muslim kid drink this? What did you say while the video was playing? That water wasn't even good enough for the horse. So why is it good enough for any of our brothers and sisters? Why would you let them drink this? If I came to your house right now, is this what you'd give me? Or is this what you'd give me? So why would you let the guests of the poor drink this instead of this? Pick up that phone, donate now.
Always remember, brothers and sisters, the hadith attributed to Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, where there is a share for the poor in every wealthy person's pocket. If a poor person goes hungry, or if a poor person goes thirsty, then that rich person has usurped the right of that other poor person. So it's always a thought for you, brothers and sisters. It's always a thought that you need to keep in mind. Do I have £30 that belongs to a poor person? Do I have £50 that belongs to an orphan? Do I have £100 in my pocket that belongs to someone who is in need of urgent medical care? Do I have £250 from a family that really needs reconstruction of their homes? Do I have £500 that is going to cost a orphan or a child to learn a skill that can bring them out of poverty? Or am I holding £1,400 of a whole village's money because I want to spend it on the latest phone or the latest gadget or the latest shoes or the latest clothes?
That phone, right, is going to last you, what, maybe a year, 2 years?
Yeah, you're going to change it.
But this, yeah, this is sawab jariyah. Yeah. It's going to continue for the rest of your life, right? It's right there.
This is a project we did in Afghanistan, I think 2 years ago. We bought a brand new water fountain, you know, for them. But I mean, the camera was showing before. I don't know if you can see, but the people have come. But they don't come with 1 gallon or 2. They come with 4 or 5 gallons of you know, 5 litre, 10 litre, to try and get as much water as they can to take back home. Some of them come from neighbouring villages.
Wow.
So they're not even from their own village, from neighbouring villages, because you've got
right there.
Wheelbarrows.
There you go,
wheelbarrows.
All there.
To take water
and
back
look, these are little kids here that are actually taking heavy wheelbarrows back.
And do you know what the beautiful thing about this is? If you were to visit any one of their homes, they would happily offer you some of that water that they've travelled kilometers and miles to get.
100%.
This is the people that you're helping. You imagine yourself in this town, stranded alone. I guarantee you every single one of them will welcome you with open arms. Definitely. Yet you are not offering them the opportunity to live another day.
Do you know what really scares me, yeah? And I'm being totally straight up and honest about this, is when I die, God's gonna ask me, bro, what did you do?
Yeah.
What more could you have done?
Yeah.
And what am I gonna answer then? I could have done more, but I didn't. I was lazy, I was selfish, I wanted this. Don't ever put yourself in that position where God is asking you, what more could you have done? Why do you not do that? Because that is a question you don't want to be answering.
Yeah.
You want to be able to stand there in front of Allah and say, dude, I did everything that I could.
Even then, sometimes you don't need to do, we're not saying give up your job, sell your house and do this and that. We understand, you know, responsibilities, we understand the reality.
Yeah,
of things.
definitely.
However, a little bit of effort, just a little bit.
Just a bit.
Can go a long way. £1,400 is a lot of money. For some people, it's your salary. However, maybe, you know, 14 of you in the name of the 14 Maksumi can come together, pay £100 each.
Yeah.
20 of your family members together, £50 each. Why not go to your Husseiniya, your masjid, and say, right, this month we're going to donate 1 well. Guys, I need you guys to come. How many people come in and out of our mosque during Ramadan time?
Hundreds.
Hundreds to thousands.
Yeah.
£1 a day.
I mean, I think let's also look at what a water well will do, right? It's not just going to quench people's thirst, right? You're doing medical studies, right? Dentistry. Okay, well that's nearly medical, right?
The medics don't like us to claim that, but okay. Yeah.
But I'm medical studies. A doctor, right? Okay. Now let's look at the benefits of water. Okay, you drink a bit of water, right? That gets your brain firing. When your brain is firing, the kids are going to be able to study more. When they study more, they study harder. They're going to pass their exams. When they pass their exams, they're going to go get their degrees in specialized topics. When they get their degrees, they're going to get specialized jobs. When they get jobs, they're going to progress, promote. When they get promoted, they're going to get money. And what's that money going to do? Be reinvested back into that village, and it's self-perpetuating.
It's a domino effect.
Domino effect. Just by one thing, a water well.
Brothers and sisters, hundreds of thousands, if not millions around the world get diagnosed with cancer every year. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions, get diagnosed with diabetes. Millions get diagnosed with HIV, hepatitis viruses, human papillomavirus, any other virus you want me to name. From my studies, millions and hundreds of thousands get diagnosed with it every single year. Science is still looking for an answer for those diseases. Do you know what isn't looking for an answer for something? Hunger. Because the simple solution is there. The simple solution is right there. Hunger and thirst. 815 million people are estimated to experience chronic hunger. Now there's two different meanings. There's two different words. There's acute and chronic. Acute is short-term. Chronic is long-term hunger. These people are going through it. 10% of the human population, of humanity, is going through this. The solution is so easy. We are so caught up with scientific research and methods and looking into these diseases, yet we're not realizing that the #1 killer of people around the world is chronic hunger. And the solution, the cure, the medication is very easy.
I've got a question for you, Mihal.
Yeah.
What's the population of the world right now, roughly?
About under 8.1 billion?
Right, what if I told you 3.1 billion people cannot have a nutritious meal?
No way.
3.1 billion people in the world tonight will not have a nutritious meal.
Wow.
That's almost a third of the world.
That's mind-blowing.
That's more than a third.
That's how serious it is. Other facts I've got here, 315,000 women die in childbirth every year because of basic nutrition deficiencies caused by hunger.
Wow.
And that can so easily be avoided.
The cure
is
is there.
there.
We know what the cure is.
We know what
We
to
know what the
do.
cure is.
Brothers and sisters, the packages are on your screens right now. These are the cures. That's what you need to treat hundreds of thousands. By the way, there was a poet that once said, how many geniuses we never knew who were deprived of life. And I really love this line. I'll be honest, it came from a rap song that I heard a couple of years back, but it's so real because it was the whole point of it was talking about these people who weren't given opportunities, who've had war in their countries, who've suffered under corrupt governments. So many of these people given the same opportunity as us. And I find it amazing, astonishing, how myself included, by the way, I'm guilty of this as well. When I'm at university and I say, I can't be bothered for this. I'm not going to study today. I hate this. I don't want to go to this lecture.
The good days.
Do you know? Well, my attendance is very good in university, just in case my uni
has to be though. For your topic,
exactly. No, just in case they're watching this. I don't know if they are, but no, it is very good. How many times I say, I can't be bothered to study for this now. I'd rather watch a video on YouTube.
Distractions.
Give these guys the opportunity rather than pumping water. Believe me, this world will be a different world.
Yeah.
I think people have lost gratefulness. People have lost their ability to appreciate things, and
they've lost empathy.
Yeah.
Empathy is what they've lost.
They need sympathy. They need to be put in that situation to understand what these people are going through.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy for you and me, by the way, to just stand here and talk and say, oh, these people need your help. And by the way, it's not easy for myself, for Sayyid Muhsin or Sayyid Muhammad to stand here for 2 hours and beg you guys for money. It really isn't easy. And it really isn't easy for us to to just keep talking about how these people need your help and beg you and tell you the packages and tell you to scan the QR code. It's not easy for us. Because some people who might take it the wrong way, oh, you guys are just begging for money, you guys are doing this, you guys are doing that. The reality is, if we don't, who is?
Yeah.
If we don't, if we're not standing here, who is going to ask who's going to be the voice for these people? We know there's lots of charities out there, and we appreciate all the work they do. But the things that we've seen is what motivates us and begs and just pushes us to beg you guys for
they always say charity starts at home.
Yeah.
You look for your close ones before you go out and so forth. Imam Hussein TV, we're from Karbala. And the people that we're helping are the Karbala people. All the videos you see, the families that I went to visit are all from Karbala. So it's that the poverty is on our doorstep. And it's like we have to do something.
But you've gone to visit a lot of these families yourself, okay? What's been the one situation that has moved you the most?
The one that moved me the most, inshallah, producers, if you can get the video, Hamudi, was a young 8-year-old boy who had issues with his lymph nodes.
Oh wow. Okay.
And if he doesn't get any help, it was going to turn into a cancer.
No way.
This kid is 8 years old. He's already lost his father. He's already lost his father, and he goes sometimes in his dreams, he sees his father.
Oh my days.
And he misses his father. And inshallah, when the video is ready, please let me know. The mother's there, she's crying, and she's like, my husband would bring anything we wanted in the home. Whatever the kids wanted, he'd go and bring it. Now he's not here anymore. I promised my son, whatever I can give you, I will give you. But I can't give you this or that because it's so difficult.
Do you know, it's so difficult for a parent to say no to their child. It's so difficult. I remember when I was younger, and my parents, I'll be real. My parents were refugees. When they came to the country I was born in Denmark, they had nothing. They had nothing. And when I was born, they still had nothing. When I was a young kid, I wanted something as simple as a banana. I wanted a fruit, and my dad couldn't afford it.
Allah.
My dad, I know what it feels like partially to be in their situation. My dad couldn't afford a banana for me. And I was a 3-year-old kid, 4-year-old kid. I still remember, if there's one thing I remember from when I was younger, it's this situation right here. When I begged my dad for a banana and he did. So my dad has this thing where he carries coins, right? He carries coins around. And always when he carries the coins, he always does this. And the coins will be perfectly aligned right here. And I swear to you, he had a quarter, which is what?
25 cents?
25 cent in Danish money.
Danish krona, I think it is.
Yeah. And the banana cost 50.
Oh man.
The banana cost 50 and he only had the 25.
Aye.
And do you know what he said? Wallah, this is what my dad did. May Allah prolong the lives of all our fathers and parents. And may Allah shower mercy upon those who have passed away. He still didn't want to say no to me. So what did he do? He told me, come, let's go to the shop. Let's see how much it is. He knew the price. He knew the price. And wallah, Sayyid, we got to the banana. I picked up the banana. Wallah, under the banana, there was another 25.
No way. Look at that, mashallah.
Wallah, there was another 25.
She'd ask for $1 million. The dog got excited. You wanted a banana, God gave you a banana.
But again, I think it's down to that intention though, isn't it?
That my dad didn't want to say no to me. So many of these parents don't want to say no to their children.
Yeah.
And I think we have a video that needs to be played. Inshallah, we'll be right with you, dear viewers.
Assalamu alaikum. أنا اسمي حمودي أبويا ميت بشر وأنا أريد فلوس ومعايدة
لا تبكي لا تبكي حبيبي يلا أنت رجال حبيبي هسه راح يرجعونك للمدرسة يجيبون لك كل شيء اللي تريده راح يجيبوا لك
إياه.
على عمره 4 أشهر ومات 4 أشهر ومات هسه بالصف الثاني ابتدائي بس احنا ما خليناه ينسى ولا على الصور على بابا ما خليناه ينسى. بس يقول ليش انتم ما يجيب لهم كل شيء، انت كل شيء ما تجيبي لنا، انت شو قلت ما تجيبي لنا؟ قلت والله ماما اجيب لك بس يصير عندي اجيب لك.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are here in Al-Hawr, Karbala, at the home of widow and mother to 7 orphans, Sajjad. Now, where does the tragedy begin and where does the tragedy end with this family? Unfortunately, the father died in a car crash, leaving behind 7 children. The elder 2 are only 16 and 14, and they go out to work, but they don't bring in enough money to look after the other 5 children. Now with Sajjad, she needs money for food, for clothes, she needs money for medicine. Herself, she has a tooth issue, but she can't find the remedy, she can't pay for medicine, but she cannot afford it. It's so bad here that she can't even afford to send her children to school. First of all, she can't pay the fees, which is about 30,000 Iraqi dinar a month per child. And secondly, she can't even afford to send them on the bus because the school is so far. Her youngest son, Muhammad, young Muhammad over here, has an issue with his lymph nodes in his throat. Now, if he doesn't get any treatment soon, unfortunately, his issue, his illness will turn into cancer. 80 years old, Hamudi here, is going to have cancer if he doesn't get any treatment. Now, when he does get cancer, how will he get any treatment? Who's going to pay for the treatment? How long will he last with this illness? If it continues, he may not get to see his 9th birthday or his 10th birthday. Brothers and sisters, this is the reality for many families here in Karbala. This is the reality. They are so poor that they can barely afford food to eat. They can't even send their children to go to school, to learn, to be educated, so they can change their future. And with young Hamudi here, he may not have long left to live. Brothers and sisters, I plead to you, I urge you, for the sake of Hamudi here, for the sake of a child who needs to grow to become something, please donate and help.
Your donation can be the difference between a life of hardship and a life of hope for the families in need.
Now, that video you saw, my dear brothers and sisters, is something that I really want to speak about, and hopefully it'll push you to donate. But we will announce some donations that we have, and then we'll have a loud salawat. £30, £30, £300, £30, £20 and £30. صلوا على محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
Brothers and sisters, that video you saw right there of Hamudi, and I'm really happy that you decided to play that, because that area is what I study. And I kid you not, about a week ago, I was in a hospital, without giving any information away. I was in a hospital where someone had similar problems over the age of 50.
Wow.
Sayyid Muhsin, the treatment was 11 hours of surgery that involved 3 specialists and involved half a dozen nurses.
Wow.
I sat through that surgery from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m.
You were part of the surgery or you were watching?
I was just watching, I was just observing.
So like a theatre type thing? Operation
theatre operation type thing. Okay. And it involved the lymph nodes. It involved that. That person had gone through so much in their life. They're living in the UK. NHS is there. NHS is probably paid for most of it. But little Hamudi, 8 years old, who's just starting off his life, could end up losing the majority portion of his neck and his mouth because of something that we can prevent, something that we can treat by you donating £100 for his medical treatment, or by you actually calling us in and calling the backstage team and actually asking about his condition and seeing what can be done for it in Iraq.
Definitely. I mean, we have the logistics out there. I was, taken to visit these families and so forth. The way it works is, we have our charity representative. He speaks to what they call the mukhtar of the area, which is like the head of the area who knows he deals with like logistic stuff and so forth. He knows all the families that live in this area and so forth. They report to him, he reports to them. So we can easily go and find out the people's conditions. We can go find out about Hamudi, what does he require, how much is it going to cost. We can start, you know, a similar, just a project specifically for Hamudi. We can do that. So if you guys are interested, we have the logistics, we have all the setup ready. So it'll be one phone call.
Just let me get this straight, okay? So £100 a month gets what?
So £100.
Yeah.
It's not a month. It's
just a one-off donation.
It's one-off payment.
One-off payment for £100 will help Hamudi.
Yeah.
Dudes, what are you waiting for? Like, seriously? 100 quid? That's it. And you're gonna help that boy, 8 years old.
To live a fruitful life, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, what's stopping you from doing that right now?
£100 will prevent cancer for an 8-year-old boy. Brothers and sisters,
Because
pick
it's
up
still
the
in
phone.
the early.
0203 515 1122.
Brothers and sisters, most of these cases are in the early stages. I mean, look, if it was like a stage 4 thing, then we'd probably be like, okay, you know, just get them comfortable.
Yeah.
If it was a stage 4, we'd probably ask you for an iftar pack for them to eat properly until their final days. It's a kid. It's a kid. It's a kid.
He's got his whole life ahead of him.
8 years old. 8 years old, brothers and sisters. Do it now. Barcode is right there, next to our guest.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. Scan that QR code. £30 for an iftar pack. £100 for medical aid. It's not a monthly thing. It's a one-off thing. But if you can do monthly, we would be more than happy. And as I said yesterday, our Shia community is so successful.
MashaAllah.
Our community, mashallah, so successful. Whether it's parliament, whether it's social influencers, whether it's anything, businesses, restaurants, science, all of that kind of stuff. Our Shia community is so successful and they've got so much money. And mashallah, some of them you go to their houses and wow, mashallah. Inshallah, Allah gives them more. Inshallah, the house next door you take and you put 2 houses together. But never ever forget the poor. Never forget those who need you. Because we always refer back to this hadith. If there is someone going hungry, then their share is probably in your pocket. That is something that I've, you know, ever since hearing that today, Sayyid Mohsen, I don't know how to think.
I mean, Minal, you know, this goes out to the viewers. I mean, I want to ask you, imagine if all the dentists tomorrow said, nah, we're not doing it anymore. We're tired, we've had enough. We've lost the empathy for the patients. We don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So who's going to look after our, you know, oral health?
Yeah, no one.
If we start to get tooth decay, if we need a root canal, if we need operations in our mouth, who's going to do it? And then the question is, hold on, you're a dentist. Don't you have a responsibility upon those, because you know the science, you know the discipline, you know how to do the treatments. Why are you holding back from the people? You're supposed to give.
So we'll put it this way. A dentist has a responsibility for oral care. A medic has responsibility for your overall care. An engineer has responsibility for your car care. A person who works on the road has responsibility to make the roads good. An architect has a responsibility to make buildings
safe.
Our responsibility as human beings is to look after one another, brothers and sisters. The packages are on your screens right now. £30 for an iftar pack, £50 for orphan sponsoring, £100 for medical aid, $250
for repair, for shelter, $500 to help with training and the skills, and the famous £1,400 in the name of the 14 Maqsumin, a water well in our home country of
Inshallah. Sayyid Muhammad, we want a final push from you before we go for a break, and we bid you farewell.
Brothers and sisters, honestly, in this blessed month of Ramadan, okay, look at your kids, look them in the eye, and honestly, if you can look them in the eye and know that you can get away without donating, without helping a fellow Muslim, then you know what, power to you. The bottom line is, okay, if you're eating, they should eat. If you're wearing good clothes, they deserve clothes. At the end of the day, they're humans. It could be you, it could be me, it could be us. In that situation, donate now.
Ahsantum. Now, brothers and sisters, we're going to go to a short video, and after that, we will come back with a new guest, a guest you will love. And I'm sure you love Sayyid Muhammad Jawad. Thank you so much, Sayyid. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And brothers and sisters, join us after this break.
Well done.
العين هسه هاي اليسرى ما اشوف بيها، ألم بالراس وارتفاخ البطن، يعني لازم عملية جراحية. ابني عنده صرع وعنده مشكلة شلل بالمثانة، يعني زارعين لحالب هو اصطناعي فما يتبول طبيعي. أي.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're here in Karbala, the house of Rasul. Now, Rasul unfortunately had a small brain hemorrhage where one of the veins in her head burst. Luckily, she managed to have an operation to fix the issue. However, the error has occurred again. There's still blood leaking. She complains that it's causing her swelling. She can't see out of her left eye. She gets random headaches, and unfortunately, because of the circumstances and because they're in an impoverished situation, her family cannot afford for further treatments. Now, because of Rasul's swelling and so forth, it's very, very dangerous if this situation carries on. With the brain hemorrhage and so forth, we're not sure how severe the circumstances are, and is going to get a lot worse. More swelling in the body towards the face, towards the arms and legs, which will stop her from performing household duties and looking after her children. Young Ali, mashallah, is only 11 years old and has issues urinating. They didn't have money for a permanent solution, so they have to go to the hospital for him to have his bladder emptied. This obviously costs money, and they cannot afford for him to regularly go to have his bladder emptied. It's impoverished and destitute families like this all over Iraq that require your help. Now, with the help of Imam Hussein Charity, you guys can help provide prescriptions, medical checkups, treatments and medicines for them to live healthier, to live longer, and inshallah see a better future for them and their children.
Your generosity can bring smiles, laughter and happiness to children who have known only suffering and despair.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back, brothers and sisters. By the way, throughout that whole break, we were trying to sort out the timer issue, and as soon as I come on, it is fixed. Right?
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. I know we are, smiling, we're in good spirits. However, the video that you just saw wasn't one of high spirit. The mother there had brain hemorrhage, and her face was swelling. Her son had an issue with basically going to the toilet and passing urine. And he might need something like his bladder emptied every week or so. And it's like families like this that require a campaign such as the medical campaign that we have for £100, and that £100 goes towards helping with pharmaceutical bills. It goes towards medicine. It goes towards treatments, dialysis or insulin injections or something like that for that young man there. Brothers and sisters, pick up the phone 0203 515 1122. Our volunteers are there ready to talk you through your donations and help to take your donation. If not, if you're quite handy with the technology, get out your phone, hit the camera button, put it over the QR code, which is there. No, a little bit more. There. QR code, a link will pop up. Click the link, it goes straight to the website, www.imamhusseincharity.com. Over there are all the campaigns, all the details. Click on which one you'd like to donate to, and the payment process is so easy nowadays.
It's too easy.
You can do it with Apple Pay. Apparently you just click it, you scan your face, and it's done.
Really?
Yeah, Apple Pay.
I've got Samsung. But brothers and sisters, we've got two donations that have come in over the break: £100 and £30.
Thank you so much for your donation. However, there's still a lot more work to be done.
Definitely.
So brothers and sisters, please, donate with an open heart. It doesn't matter if you can give 100, 200, 500, 1,000, £5, whatever you can give, but definitely give something.
Now, during that salawat, brothers and sisters, you heard my voice, you heard Sayyid Muhsin's voice, but you heard a third voice, the voice of the man you've all been waiting for, the man who was here yesterday, the man who was on the Shia voice.
Hello.
Abu Talib.
Brother Minhaj,
you kissed my Muhsin. You didn't give me a
only hug for Abu Muhsin.
That's a new thing. How are you, Abu Talib?
Alhamdulillah, how you been?
Alhamdulillah, how's your journey in?
Wallah, it was great.
Yeah?
Alhamdulillah, I broke my fast.
Alhamdulillah.
I had a lovely iftar.
MashaAllah.
But however, we don't know if Benin broke her fast.
Benin.
We don't know if Hamudi broke his fast. We don't know if these people have broken their fast yet, because we broke our fast. We were around the table. We had our friends, our families. We had our parents sitting alongside us, opposite us. But it's unfortunately people like Benin, like Hamudi, who shouldn't have a father along there side or sitting in front of them to break their fast. And alhamdulillah, as I said, we've had our iftar, we've broken our fast, we had many options. We had some meat, we had some vegetarian options. But it's like we choose to take a diet at times to lose weight, to be healthier, to look slimmer, to look smarter, for an occasion, for something, you want to lose weight. I mean, looking at the sizes of these children, you can tell that their breakfast is not a heavy breakfast.
Definitely.
Their lunch is not an oily lunch with meat and chicken and eggs and all these calories. It's a simple meal that they'll be having, and it's not because they choose to. It's because they have no other option. It's because they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And the decision is in your hand. Your donation, this Ramadan basket of £30 is going to have an impact. For them to wake up, find breakfast ready, for them to wake up to go to college, for them to wake up to go to the apprenticeship, for them to wake up and go take their medication, for them to wake up and find clean water to drink. The water well you guys spoken of, and it's spoken about how the cycle affects and how the water's going to affect the people. And it's like looking at the water there, the screen, it's like this is all filthy water which is not good for animals to be drinking from. What about our nephews, our nieces, our grandchildren, our brothers, our sisters? It's really difficult.
Yeah. And as we always speak about, we always say that these cities, especially the holy cities of Karbala and Najaf, these people live on the outskirts, and a majority of these people's families probably died in a car crash, died defending the country, died defending the shrines that you love to visit. And look, even with the poor conditions they have, they get together, they play football, they have a good time. But when reality sinks in for these people, and when the sun goes down and they have to go back home, they look to the left and they look to the right, they look in front of them, then they look behind them, they look up and they see bricks. No paint, no cement, no, what's it called, plasterboard?
No
plastering, no decoration.
No decoration.
It doesn't look pretty.
Gloomy, grey bricks that just surround them.
I went to some houses, and the amount of dust and the amount of sand and so forth, and then there's nothing they can do because they can't afford like vacuums or things like that.
It's really nice to say nothing that they can do. We said it's not their fault that they're orphans, but it's something that you can do.
Yeah, definitely.
It's something that you can do with a click of a fingers. You can press those buttons, you can scan that QR code, and that is going to have an effect. I know it's not going. I know we're all going through difficulties. Everything is changing in price. Everything's gone expensive, but we can still survive. We can still manage. We have the support, but these people, they don't have the support. They're fully dependent on Allah, and then on us. And maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has brought us as a wasila for us to come forward and tell you know what, these people are in need. Part of the videos that we have provided, part of the work that we have reached out to, this is just a small figure of what is seen. I am so sure that there are some things that we have not brought towards the screens. And there are some things that are not suitable for us to bring to the screens because it's so difficult. It's so heartbreaking and it's depressing and upsetting that there are people living around the world. There are people living around the world with such bad conditions. And not in any part of the world. It is the land of sacrifice. It is the land of giving. It is the land of Imam Hussein, the one that sacrificed everything he had for the orphans. Who did he pick it up from? He picked up from Amir al-Mu'mineen, his father. And what did we learn from his father, Amir al-Mu'mineen? Asadullah al-Ghalib, Ali ibn Abi Talib. Abul Aytam, the father of orphans. Abul Aramil, the father of widows. He gave everything he had. And yet look at his name. It is assembled in each and every corner of the world. And it is his month. This is the month of Amir al-Mu'mineen.
Yeah.
This is the month of the Quran. This is the month of giving, in which every shekel, you say, is it shekel or is it shekel?
For what?
For coins. Shekel.
Every coin.
Yeah.
A coin, we call a coin a coin.
Yeah. A coin, there's something they say in American. For every coin you donate, there is 700
Abu Talib, you were doing
times,
so well with the emotions.
I lost it there. There's a 700 time. reward for it. The more you donate, the better it is for you. The more we can reach out for the ones in need.
Now, brothers and sisters, Abu Talib done so well there until the final moment. But no, you always do well.
It's a checkle, don't they say it checkle?
We'll speak in the break.
We'll speak during the VT. Brothers and sisters, Abu Talib is absolutely right. The packages are on your screens for you to donate. 0203 515 1122. Call us, speak to us, let us hear your voices, and let us speak to you and see what motivates you to donate.
We haven't had a phone call today, have we?
We haven't.
No one's
which is weird.
I think we're going to have some phone calls coming in, inshallah.
Inshallah, very soon. Brothers and sisters.
Abu Talib and his fantastic voice.
Inshallah, inshallah.
I know he's got a challenge coming to him, by the way.
Inshallah.
There's a challenge coming to him, by the way.
Inshallah.
So,
Let's have more callers coming in. Pick up the phone, the number's provided. Shabab, you know the number off by heart.
0203 515 1122. Inshallah, that's the number to get through to the studio. Maybe you're not going to donate today, maybe. But maybe your words can help inspire and motivate someone to donate. And inshallah, with that donation, you'll get the thawab and ajr as well.
And do you know what? We always see the problems of people on social media, and they say, you know, I'm a single mother, I'm a single parent, I can't afford this right now. I can't afford to buy my kids, you know, chocolates, but I can afford to put food on the table. I can afford to give them shelter. I can afford to maybe, in the worst case scenario, I may not be able to afford to put the heating on all the time. That's the struggles here in the UK, by the way. Imagine the single mothers in Iraq. Imagine the single parents in Iraq. Imagine the single parents in the outskirts of Karbala. These people are Karbala'i. When someone says, when I say this person is Karbala'i, that should mean something to any lover of Hussein. That means that this person has been chosen by Abu Abdullah al-Hussein to be his neighbor. You don't have that honor, I don't have that honor, neither do anyone here. They have the honor. They should be living like kings. They should be living like royals. Instead, we've forgotten them, and we've made them to be like they're second-class citizens. Because the thing that struck with me is giving them old clothes, Abu Talib. When we give them our old clothes, and one sister said that a poor mother said to her, "Are we that low to you?"
La ilaha illallah.
Yani subhanallah, because we don't think about this. I've never thought about this in my life. I'll be honest with you. I've never thought about it in my life where I say, look, I'm going to give this jumper that I'm not wearing anymore, I'm going to give it to someone so that they can make use of it.
It's been a bit worn and torn, is it weighed down?
It's weighed down a bit, but you know, it's still wear it. I could still wear it another time and another twice.
It's out of fashion.
It's out of fashion. I never saw it from their perspective. If they're sitting here and they're looking at me and I'm giving them this piece of clothing, and they're saying, wow, you actually think I'm that low to you.
You know what it's like? Imagine if you're walking down Shahr Qibla, you got a shawarma in your hand. Yeah. You've taken 2 or 3 bites and someone's asking for food and you give them that.
Yeah.
You've taken 2 or 3 bites out of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's seen as disrespectful, it's seen as rude, it's seen as ill-mannered.
Yes.
At least buy the person a brand new one.
Yeah. 100%. And that is the reality for so many people, brothers and sisters, is they feel humiliated. They feel like their karama, their dignity has been taken away, and
yes.
they feel like you're taking it away from them. You're not helping them. And as we said before, when you give them someone like that, it's as if you are above them. But when you hold your hand out like this and you give it and you tell them to take it, when you give it for them to take it, that's them. That's you acknowledging that they're above you. And exactly like the IHC logo right here. Where is it? Yeah. Right there. The hand is out. Can I just see it here? The hand is out and something's being taken from, look, a dove.
And that dove actually represents Imam Hussein. The spirit of Imam Hussein, yeah.
So that dove right there is the blessing that those orphans and those poor people take from your hand. That's what they need. They don't need you to give them like this, i.e. your second-hand stuff. They need you to give them this for them to be able to live, learn, prosper and develop. So brothers and sisters, £30 for an iftar pack, £50 to sponsor an orphan, £1,400 for a water well, £100 for medical aid, £250 for reconstruction, £500. I really love the £500 one more than anything else.
Yes.
Because it's about learning and development. I was way off there. It's gonna... right there. Right there. Scan the QR code.
Brother Minhal, you were speaking about the palm out and the pigeon coming out, and Muhsin is saying that, you know, the pigeon presents Imam Hussein alayhi salam.
It's actually a dove.
Sorry, it's a dove.
Yeah.
Minhal, who are we? I'm not going to say who are you. Who am I? I'm nothing. I'm nothing. Who are you? You're nothing. Who are you? You're nothing. If not for Imam al-Hussein, we are nothing. You know, for our studies, the ones that have qualifications, if not for Imam Hussein, you're nothing. For the ones that are wealthy, your wealth, if not Imam al-Hussein, you're nothing.
Definitely.
You have to wake up and know that, you know, at times when you're successful, when you're ahead from everybody else, it's the barakat of Imam al-Hussein. Imam Hussein has given it to you. Don't be stingy, don't be greedy, don't be selfish. Share it with others.
Brother, can we get a
Give
zoom?
it to others.
Let's get a zoom in on this. Sorry, I'm doing this out of the blue, right here. Zoom in on this for me.
What for
Zoom in on this for me. Right there. Abu Talib, when this happened to you,
yes.
When this happened to you right there, you had sanitization?
I did.
Cleaned it? Cleaned the wound?
I'll tell you what happened.
Antiseptic?
My friends and family, somebody held my hand, somebody wiped it off, we were laughing, we were joking, and they put a plaster over it, and because I came to the show, I was like, let me take it off. And it's like, I had 3 people around me that helped me do this. Now, we've got injuries back home, and illnesses, and diseases. From what we've seen, was the child's name Hamudi?
Hamudi,
Hamudi's going to be diagnosed with cancer, and he's only 8 years of age.
That's
Hamudi can live and age up until 80 years. Hamudi could be a father, Hamudi could be a doctor, could be a dentist, could be a bus driver, could be a cooker, could be an orphanage caretaker. Hamudi has a lot for him to come. But if nobody looks after Hamudi, then what's Hamudi going to happen to him?
Do you know what? So many of our people, they donate to amazing causes. And one cause that I do want to kind of bring to light, which I don't know much about, but Great Ormond Street Hospital.
Yeah, in the UK,
In the UK, right
Children's
here.
Hospital.
It's a children's hospital where people donate millions. And I know some people watching this right now have donated to it. And mashallah, you're helping a cause that is helping children who are coming out of diseases such as the ones that Hamudi has.
Yes.
But the reason I just took a glimpse of that, Abu Talib, and I had to highlight that because that cut right there will probably heal. It's been cleaned. For a child living in these conditions, that could lead to his arm being cut off. We've seen it. We've seen it. Walking around in Iraq, we've seen children at the age of 15 maybe. Maybe one hand cut off here, and one hand they're pushing a trolley.
Amputations.
Pushing a trolley.
They're still trying.
They're still trying
they
to
are
earn a living.
working, and they are still trying. And if they had the support, if they had the donation, if they could break their fast, if they had clean clothes, if they had slippers, if they had a proper shelter, then they would not go to work. They would look after their mum, which is ill at home, not because they're lazy, no, because home conditions are worse. This is where they are. This is why they're still struggling and waking up every single morning. Now, yesterday we were speaking about how difficult it is for a parent to say no to their child. But Minhal, how difficult is it for a child to say no to their mother?
That's a
we've spoken about big to small. But let us think from small to big. Let us think. How old was Benin?
Benin is about 17.
17 years old. And what's wrong with Benin's mum again? She had a problem with her kidney.
She was going to sell her kidney.
She was going to sell her kidney.
In order to send Benin to school.
To send Benin to school.
Carry on her education.
Now, as me now, if my mum tells me I want the clouds, I will climb whatever it takes me. I will go down and bring that cloud down for my mum. I'll bring that cloud down for my lover. I'll bring that cloud down to whoever I care and love for.
Except it weighs 1 ton.
But what about those children that parents no, they just need one capsule. It's gonna stop their toothache. One medication is going to stop their hair from falling off. One blood test is going to diagnose them with what illness they have. But unfortunately, they don't have the support. That is why we have these packages which are provided at the bottom of the screen. Brothers and sisters.
I'll go through the packages quickly for those who are watching. £30 is for an iftar pack, which gives the food essential. We discussed yesterday.
Yes.
What they get can be in the UK, what, £60?
That could be just over £60.
£60. So £30 for an iftar pack. £50 will sponsor an orphan, and that goes towards helping them with new clothes. It goes to helping with school tuition fees, traveling towards school, and maybe utility bills and rent.
It actually encompasses a lot for £50. I'll be honest with you.
£50 is just to help lessen the financial burden in order for these children to go get an education. Then we have the £100 which we were discussing in regards to it can be for dialysis, it can be for insulin injections, it could be for medication. It could go towards any medical procedure to help.
We're going to take a break from you announcing the packages. We are going to announce the question, which angel will blow the horn at the end of times? That is a question that you need to send a donation in. Send a screenshot of your donation to our WhatsApp, which is the number right there. Somewhere there, yeah, right there.
07940503046.
I still need to get this right. I need someone to put like a marker for me to point like right here.
And what's the reward they get for the donation and they get right answer?
Yeah, seriously, I have.
What do they get?
It's a raffle, but what's the prizes at the end of the raffle?
What are the prizes?
Momo.
They're right here.
I'm holding them.
Okay, so what? They get to choose out of the other two.
We pick the winner, and the winner gets a choice of these three. You've got a pendant.
Well, no, Sayyid Hussein has to pick because he won. Sayyid Hussein.
Well, so Sayyid Hussein will pick, but then today's question. Whoever wins today's question also gets a choice of the three.
MashaAllah.
So we have multiple.
Yeah,
of these.
we have
it's
more
not
than
just
one.
those three.
Okay. We have a pendant with Ayat al-Tathir on it. We have a pendant of the moon which says Ya Qamar Bani Hashim. And also we have a bracelet bangle here which has
under the
extract. Oh, sorry, has an extract from Zat Ashura.
There we are.
Assalamu alaikum ya Aba Abdullah.
Now, guys, these things are beautiful. You cannot find them on Amazon.
Custom
you can't
made.
get them on Amazon Prime. You can't get them on Gumtree.
Exclusive
eBay.
on Imam Hussein Charity.
You can't get them anywhere else. Only on Imam Hussein Charity. It is your donation that's going to have an impact and change the world.
Now, brothers and sisters, we have spoken seriously, we have spoken emotionally, and we have gotten, inshallah, the message through to you guys. So, it is challenge time. And it is crunch time for our guest. I love being a host, and I'm sure Muhsin loves being a host, because if we were to be put on the spot, we wouldn't be able
We'd fail. Even if it was my mother tongue Urdu, I'd fail.
Right, so before we get to the challenges, we wanted to show you one more video and then come back to us and we'll put Abu Talib on the spot and we'll put him to the test. Stay right with us, you wouldn't want to miss this.
Imam Hussein Charity is giving you the chance to provide food baskets for destitute and impoverished families all over Iraq and Afghanistan. Each basket costs around £30, $35 roughly, and can feed a family of 4. The food basket contains essentials such as flour, bread, tomato puree, oil. They get different spices as well, salt, pepper, even like cinnamon. You get lentils, you get different vegetables, meats, dates, tea, dried lemons, and don't forget rice. Take advantage of this blessed month and help destitute and impoverished families. You can pay via bank transfer, PayPal, or visit us at www.imamhusseincharity.com.
Give the gift of a healthy meal to a family in need by donating to our Food Basket campaign.
So, brothers and sisters, Abu Talib has been begging us throughout the whole video to tell him what the challenge is, but we're not telling him the challenge, so we put him there on his own.
You guys actually, this is really on the spot, so if I don't do my best, please don't judge me for this.
He goes, my Arabic is bad, so this is what we're going to do, Mr. Abu Talib. What's your surname, by the way?
Muhammad.
No, your Ashira name.
Al-Kaitab.
Al-Kaitab?
Yes.
That's a new one.
Al-Kaitab, it comes from the Ottomans when they went into Iraq and Najaf. Al-Kitab comes from Kitab.
So definitely not Samawi.
Yeah,
anyway.
so my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was one of those that wrote...
Turkish.
No,
calligraphy
in the Haram of
in
Imam
Arabic?
In Arabic, yes.
And 100 and something years later, his great-great-great-grandson is saying he can't speak Arabic properly.
Unfortunately. I'm blonde and blue eyes, that's why. You can see.
Right. So, it is going to be finish the latmiya / nasheed.
Okay.
Okay? Does that put your nerves a bit at ease?
A bit.
Okay.
I've eaten quite a lot, so the food's up to here, guys. Mind that.
Yani, don't be surprised if there's a burp in between.
No, inshallah not.
You're not singing with your
Maybe
stomach.
a raisin will jump out.
A raisin? What has he been eating? Yo, let's go.
Right. So, the first one is, I'll start. I'm going to say
very easy. Even I know this one.
I'm going to say it without the tune, but you need to come up with the tune with it.
Okay.
Okay? زينب لفت يم حسين.
زينب لفت يم حسين. زينب لفت يم حسين. لكن قابعة بالهم تقيل يا ضوى عيوني علي من هالفزع ملتم. Cut.
Right. Next one. You know this one.
No, I don't.
إلى الله سفر.
Oh, I heard that everywhere in Barclays. Oh my
Let me,
God. Justice for Basim Karbala.
إلى الله صراع السفينة يمشي بينا الكربلاء راح. Well done, cut.
He sang it better than the original.
No, come on, don't say that. He's a legend.
Big shout out to Mullah Muhammad Al-Bayati.
Yes, maybe we could do something Arabic and English, me and him. Guys, stop cheating. They're cheating.
It says, اخت روحي ونظر عيني.
اخذ روحي ونظر عيني لابو السجاد وديني يسجني حبيب تراب اشتمه واريد بدفتر الخدمه يسجني.
No, sorry, that wasn't the tune for
That wasn't the tune, no.
We need the tune as well, Abu Talib.
What is it again?
Give him the first line.
اخذ روحي ونظر عيني.
But what's the rhythm? What's the tune?
No.
اخذ روحي ونظر عيني يا ابو السجاد
وديني يسجني عبير ترابه اشتمه واريد بدفتر الخدمه يسجني حبيب ابن ربا معروف واريد العالم يشوف يسجني.
He's got every single one so far.
Okay,
every single one.
We got. Do you want to give him one? Give
Okay,
him
one second. Why don't we make it more exciting? Guys, the number is there.
Ahsant.
Donate. We want to hear your voice. I mean, my voice is not the greatest.
Forget Abu Talib's voice.
Honestly.
Okay. Forget Abu Talib. Forget that. Let's do this.
طبعا don't hug me. Hugs are only for Imam Hussein. That's the first thing, yeah.
No. This is a shoulder. This is a shoulder hug. Brothers and sisters, call in, donate, and have a request. But you guys can make this as hard as you want for Abu Talib. We made it very easy for him. We've got 2 more for him to do. But you guys can call in, donate, and make a request. Bit of entertainment, and you are helping out the poor.
Let me try.
He's trying to look at my phone. He can't see it.
Do you know what? Call in, and maybe you can give one line, and Abu Talib has to finish off.
Yes,
the
why
not?
not?
Inshallah.
Why not? I'm so sure that there are these young voices, these young Husseini Shia voices. Why not? Let's challenge them.
Yalla, stop stalling. Honestly,
why not one of you guys call and say, I want one talib.
He's stalling. Brothers and sisters, we've had, since Abu Talib has been reciting, Abu Talib is barakah, mashallah. We've had £100, £35 and £30. Salli ala Muhammad wa
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Huh? Right, he was stalling so much there.
Do you need some water?
Next one.
Are you okay?
Maybe a sip.
Go. There's one in my bottle there. Tell him. Make sure that's the clean glass.
Clean water,
That's
yes.
the clean glass.
Alhamdulillah, we have access to clean water and we can take the option of drinking clean water. But unfortunately, there are people which have no option but to drink water along the line of this.
Abu Talib's stalling skills are unreal.
يعني honestly,
his stalling skills are unreal.
I'm not gonna stop. I'm here للصبح. Honestly, I'm here للصبح. But alhamdulillah, we have the option to drink such water.
And what can the people do in order to help bring clean water to Pakistan?
Brother, it costs £1,400. 14 معصوم. In the name of 14 معصوم, and maybe stick £100 in the name of Ya Amwat. £1,500. Clean water to orphans. The ones that are gonna be running the next Shi'i world. They are all in Karbala. They will be the ones saying to you, تفضل يا زاير, for the next 20 years of Arba'iniyah. These are the people that will be running the shrines. If we do not look after them today, I don't think we'll be able to look after them later on.
The only problem with that, Abu Talib, is the water wells are for Pakistan and not Iraq. But anyway, brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters, if we do not support the brothers and sisters of Pakistan, who says that they'll make it towards the shrines in Karbala, in Najaf,
Can I say this? Can I say this? If we don't help them with the water wells, then the brothers and sisters in Pakistan won't be Tiga. They won't be Tiga, will they?
Where's Salman? Salman Mike, which karo
We need subtitles. Can we go for the fourth qasida, please?
Right, the fourth qasida is الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين.
That's a dua.
No? It's a nasheed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can you turn the back? Can you turn the nasheed at the back off, please? الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين بولاية أمير المؤمنين. الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين بولاية أمير المؤمنين. أحسنت brothers and sisters.
We need أحمد.
I don't know it off by heart. I'm so sorry. As they said in the Shia voice, I'm sort of like old style. So that's gonna be in the next years, inshallah.
We don't want excuses, we want results.
To our producer, the person who wrote everything for this show, we need, if Abu Talib is on this next show, we need some Hamza Zaghair stuff.
Inshallah.
We need some
Abdul Basit
Inshallah. Listen, why don't we get the audience involved? Why did they not send in your questions?
Tell them.
0203 515 1122. Call in, make a small donation.
Inshallah.
We'll accept half the price of an iftar pack. We'll accept that. If
brothers
you
and
want Abu Talib
sisters,
to recite.
any donation is accepted. £1, 100, 10, 15. Those that want to give away £10,000, £5,000, you want to donate a figure to one specific family, that also is available.
Abu Talib, would you recite if someone donated £1?
I would.
£1, ladies and gentlemen.
£1 for the next recitation.
Get on the phone.
And Minhal, it is not something to laugh about. It's just so I can emphasize that
it's the way Muhsin done it.
how ready I am for those to donate. £1, it's not going to come to my pocket, brothers and sisters. It's going to come to the pocket of one of these orphans. And I truly and honestly want to go bed today, put my head on the pillow and say, you know what? I've made a change. I've made an impact. That £1 is going to be converted into another currency, but it's going to change somebody's life. It's not going to change only the one that's going to receive the donation. It's going to change your life, the one that's donating. And on Judgment Day, we'll be standing on that long queue. And you're going to be looking like, oh, where is Abu Talib? Because if it wasn't for Abu Talib's recitation, I would not have donated that £1, which is going to get me over the salat.
He's a sheikh.
Do you know what?
Like Hassuni said something on the Shia voice. He's like, what is it? You're going to hell. There's no transit.
Direct one.
Yes.
No, this is the direct quote. If you love Imam Ali alayhi salam, then inshallah you will go to heaven.
Inshallah.
If you don't love Imam Ali alayhi salam, you will go to hell with the one-way ticket, no transit.
There you go, brothers and sisters. It's a donation of £1, a quid, a dime, a nug. What else do they call it?
Quid.
£1, a dime, a nug. It's pocket change for us. Muhsin, you said it yesterday. This pocket change for us will make a change for others.
Abu Talib, can you pull your phone out? Just bring your phone out.
No, unfortunately,
He didn't have a £20 that fell.
nothing fell out my pocket. But brothers and sisters, let it fall out your pocket.
How much money do you have in your pocket right
Wallah,
now?
I don't. I've just got something very valuable.
Is that the challenge? I said there's one more.
No, I know there's one more.
I've only got a khatam of Imam Hussein Shrine.
I'm trying to empty Abu Talib's pockets.
I've only got the mic. There's nothing there.
Okay,
There's nothing there. There's nothing there, unfortunately.
Abu Talib is living in a cashless society.
Brothers and sisters.
Thank God we do have cashless ways of paying. You can pay via credit card, bank transfer, PayPal. All the details are there. www.imamhusseincharity.com.
Don't worry, brothers and sisters. We will get, if we do have a contactless machine, we will scan Abu Talib's pockets.
Why not? Why not? This is me, like they're forcing me to donate. But brothers and sisters, we have not come to knock your doors yet. We have not done that. We haven't bought the bailiff. Why not donate yourself? Why not donate yourself? Why not donate yourself?
Coming to your house.
Why not support? Buy a Ramadan basket for these people which are in need. It's, one Ramadan basket can feed up to 7 people. It's one Ramadan basket. It's £30 for you to go out to eat out today. How much does it cost for one person to eat out?
30, 40, 50.
30,
Depends
40
how much
pounds.
you eat.
30, 40. The minimum is going to be £30. That's the minimum.
Do you know why it's going to be £30? Some people are thinking like, oh no, I'm only going to get burger, chips and drink. It's going to be like 15, 16 pounds. When you're hungry during Ramadan, you're hungry with your eyes. You're not hungry with your stomach or with your brain. You're not thinking properly. You're ordering the fries. You're ordering the sweet potato fries with cheese, and that's £2
chocolate
extra.
fudge cake,
You're
getting the buffet rolls.
You're getting the
Tango Crush, Ice Crush. You're getting
somebody
milk cake,
and you're getting McFlurries as well. We know you're all getting McFlurries.
And brothers and sisters, that's only because you're fasting and you know you're going to break your fast.
That's only what Sayyid Minhad
and that's only because as well. And that's only because you're fasting for the period of Shahr Ramadan. What about those that are fasting just because they can't afford to eat? This is the only reason they can't afford to eat. They can't afford to wake up and break their fast. They're choosing to fast. They're choosing to go on a healthy diet or a strict diet or a vegetarian diet because they can't afford it. They can't afford to eat meat every other day. They choose to have, I swear to God, there are sometimes we get told that we sit with families and say, when was the last time you guys ate meat? And they say, we don't remember when the last time we had meat.
I actually forgot that Abu Talib still has one more qasida to do. So,
so brothers and sisters,
there's not much time left, Abu Talib.
The main point is your donation. It's not my recitation. It's not about me. It's about these orphans which are in need. They are in need of your support.
It's your donation.
Inshallah.
And can we have the final challenge, please?
The final qasida, which is something. You can do other languages, right? Farsi, you can.
Very little. I can speak Farsi, but I haven't listened or recited that.
You know every Farsi Latmiya out there.
Maybe I don't think I'll be passing this one.
Mani rana mut Iraqi. Go.
Let me think to myself.
Okay. That's too hard for you. قالوا الرابع قلنا الأول. Let's do that one.
قالوا الرابع قلنا الأول علي. قالوا الرابع قلنا الأول علي. علي علي مولى علي علي مولى علي علي علي. حب علي فوز الشيعي مدى. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, unfortunately. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali. Brothers and sisters,
donate in the name of Imam Ali alayhi salam, and a huge shout out to Mullah Nazar al-Qatari for his excellent performance when he did it last season.
Yes.
I know that.
Brothers and sisters, this is the month of Amir al-Mu'mineen. We are his lovers, we are his believers, we follow his footsteps, he is our role model. This is all the things that we say.
Abu Talib, wrong camera. I think you need to look at that camera.
Oh, sorry.
No, this one here.
There's too many cameras. There's too many. This one.
Go on. You're one-on-one with the viewers.
Brothers and sisters, we are his lovers, we're his believers, he's our role model, he's our master, he's our father, he's our friend. We laugh for him, we cry for him, we beat our chest for him. We do everything for him. Go this extra mile. Donate. £5, £10, £30, £50 package. £1,400 package, £250 package. Brothers and sisters, when you go on your honeymoon, you get all these options. And this is your honeymoon. This is your ticket to heaven with no visa. Not hell, no. This is your ticket to heaven with no visa.
Direct access.
Pick where you want to be in heaven. You want to be at the top?
Class.
Donate as much as you can. You want to be in the least of the heavens because there are many levels? Share what we are doing at least.
So what is happening right now is Abu Talib is giving you his connection towards heaven, inshallah.
Inshallah.
His wasta towards heaven.
Inshallah.
Brothers and sisters, we are going to do one final push. We are now on 6 minutes left on this Imam Hussein Charity fundraiser. So what is going to happen is, as we do every single night, we are going to go for a speed round of why you should donate, and it's going to be very quick. It's going to be about... we've got about 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Then, in that case, we are still going to tell you to donate. We are still going to advertise the packages for you. And we will get Sayyid Muhsin to explain to us his favourite... What's your favourite package out of these 6 packages?
My favourite package has to be... actually...
Muhsin, you're asleep. You're asleep. You've
what did you eat?
It's been a long day.
I think it's a bit too much mango lassi.
No, he's eating Turkish food today.
It's a bit of too much. Oh, it's ayran. Maybe it's ayran.
Muhsin, hold this. Hold this.
Okay.
Go.
I think it's a bit of too much ayran or too much baklava. What did you have?
We don't get baklava here.
We don't get baklava. This is why we need your donations, brothers and sisters.
No, we don't need it to get baklava.
Not for our baklava. To get Brother Muhsin to wake up, so that we can get your support for the orphans that are in need.
Abu Talib, stop talking.
I'm going to zip it.
Your favourite package?
My favourite package is, I don't even know, to be honest. But what I would like you guys to donate to, because it is the holy month of Ramadan, and we have so many, I've got hadith here from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, feeding a hungry Muslim is from among the means of forgiveness. Also, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, an act of charity shields us from 70 evils of this world, including ill-fated death. The one who gives charity never dies ill-fatedly, and that's from Bahar al-Anwar.
MashaAllah.
So, being in Ramadan, I've even heard from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that the best deed that you could do is to feed someone.
Nah.
Wow.
You know?
To break someone's fast.
No, just to feed someone.
Oh wow.
Regardless if it's fasting or not fasting, whether they're hungry or they're not hungry, whether they're poor or they're rich, just to feed someone is one of the greatest acts in Islam. So brothers and sisters, a food iftar pack will provide rice, lentils, flour, sugar, tea, vegetables, fruit, meat. There's so much so that...
Right there's your camera.
Oh, sorry. I'll provide so much for them to do iftar and also to do suhoor over the Ramadan period. £30. £30 at Abu Talib, you said, it's nothing really.
It's not
honestly,
much for us.
You probably spend more money inviting people over for
even
iftar.
Cooking at home, cooking at home, it costs much more than £30.
If you're going to invite a family of 5 or 6, you're looking at £200, £300, because you got your starters, your mains, you got dessert, you got tea and baklava at the end. You may be nargila, whatever you guys are doing.
The word baklava is banned from Imam Hussein Charity. We can't mention it anymore.
Fair enough. But you know, you've got your whole little spreads, and you know, you've got your entertainment with Shia voice as well. So that's going to cost you £200, £300, £400.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We're just asking for £30. £30 is nothing. Brother Sayyid Muhammad said what? 2 packets of cigarettes, £15 each.
Something like that. Yeah.
If you're trying to quit smoking this Ramadan, 2 cigarette packets. 30 quid. Donate it towards a charity.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The Quran says the person who lends to Allah, a good lending will receive many times more. In Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 245. It is a reality and it is something that does happen. You know what? I don't like giving stories about me, so I'm going to put this in the context of someone else.
Yes.
Because this happened to someone else as well. Someone, their mother came and asked them for a £10 donate. No, I think it was a £20 donation for a Ramadan food basket.
Yes.
This was back before inflation.
Yes.
Inflation has caused them to become £30. Before inflation, they were about £20. And they gave the £20. They gave £20. I think they only had about £30 in their pocket, so they gave £20. And they wore a jacket that they hadn't worn in about 8 months.
Nah.
Wow.
And they opened the pocket, they found £40.
MashaAllah.
Yani subhanAllah, it's a sign that, you know, you gave them,
It comes back.
it came to your mind that you need to wear this jacket because You were going out with your friends and you're like, okay, I've got £10. I can do something with that £10. I can't do much, right? £10 is enough, but you know, I like to have 20 just in case. And they found £40 in their pocket.
Yes.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will always lead you to
100%.
rizq once you give a helping hand. Let's go to a short video, a quick video, and then after that we'll do the speed round. Do stay with us. We'll be right back.
أحلم بيها وأتذكرها. هي كانت قاعد من المدرسة تخليني أروح. وهي تسوي لي ريول. بعد يومين وصل بي من السرطان وفاتي.
كل يومين أشتاق له. عبالي من أجي من البيت ألعب باسكل وأجي أطب باسكل أصيح أمه ما ألقاها.
إن شاء الله سبحانه وتعالى ما يقطع، أكو طيبين وأكو ناس خيرة. أنا هسه تفاجأت طبيت عليه مباشرة، شنو هذا كله يعني يحفزنا على الحياة. أكو أمل بالدنيا بعد، أكو خيرين. والله وأهل البيت يعني إن شاء الله ماكو شيء صعب. طيبين. بالنسبة لقصة أمهم مرض سرطان جاها يعني مفاجئ بسبب عملية زائدة وشكل هذا المرض والعندي والما عندي ما قدرت على علاجها صراحة إلا أن توفت وتركت لي ذول الأطفال الاثنين واللي أنا ابتليت بيهم بلاء هسه اعتبارا أن هذا امتحان إلي رباني. أنا اللي قايب عيشتهم وأنا رجال كبير يعني أنا يريد مني يعيني. زين والآن أنا متكلف وقاعد بهذا الوضع بهذا البيت التعبان برطوبة صاعدة متر وشوية وسقف وشوف. وهاي قدامكم انتم تشوفون بعد وان شاء الله الله هو الموجود اللي سخركم ودزكم عليه هنا واهلا وسهلا بكم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm in Hayy al-Askari, Karbala, with two young gentlemen here who unfortunately lost their mother due to cancer. Now unfortunately the father, he couldn't afford to pay for the mother's treatment for cancer and so forth, and unfortunately lost their mother due to cancer. Because of his old age and also his wellness, he cannot work and look after the children. It's very, very difficult for him to work, and he has to juggle between whether working or looking after the children, so forth. I'd like to thank Haji Hussein, Amir Hussein, for inviting me to their home and showing me how they live. And this is one of the projects that we have at Imam Hussein Charity, helping young boys like this and families who have, you know, less and difficulties, impoverishment, and helping them in order for them to have a better life here in Karbala. Now, when I came in, they were very, very hospitable, very, very welcoming. Haji himself, if you can see, his clothes are dirty for cleaning me. Like I sat on that green chair over there, and he cleaned it himself. The boys as well were asking me, would you like this, would you like that? Whatever they could give, you know, whatever they could offer me as a guest, they did and they offered. And I, you know, inshallah, I ask you brothers and sisters to help such a family who have been so hospitable and so nice to me. Even though that they don't have much, they were still willing to offer and give with sincerity and humbleness. So I ask and I plead, please brothers and sisters, help this family in order for them to achieve a better standard of living.
Your donation can be the difference between a life of hardship and a life of hope for the families in need.
Brothers and sisters, welcome back. Right, so let us announce the question finally for tonight, which is which angel will blow the horn at the end of time, and the winner inshallah will be announced in tomorrow's live show on Imam Hussein Charity on Imam Hussein TV 3. Now Sayyid Muhsin,
yes,
over to you. You went and visited this family. What was their situation like?
Really, really dire. When I went in, I remember the bathroom because it was just bricks and a door, and the door doesn't even lock. And then there was like a pipe with a tap, and you had to. I remember you had to like kneel down like this, and basically there was just a hole in the floor for the gutter. It was very, very basic the way they were living. I think the toilet and the shower was the same thing, and it was very, very small.
Yeah.
The whole house was 2 bedrooms. There was one room there, one room on that side, and a kitchen. and in the middle was like a courtyard, but even the courtyard didn't have any flooring on it. It was just like the earth and a naked sky. Very, very old traditional house. Now that father, the boys there, they lost their mother to cancer, right? And they couldn't afford the treatments and the medicine and so forth. Now the father there, he he has to go to work, but then he can't look after the kids. So then he's got to look after the kids, but then he can't go to work. So it's really, really difficult and really, really hard. I'm sure you've seen families like this in Karbala, because I know your mother's side is from Karbala itself, and you spent a lot of time there. What have you seen?
I mean, these families, they've gone through so many difficulties, and it's like, we just pick up an aspect or one image or one side of the problem that they're challenging and the problem that they're facing, because we're only there for that half an hour set, that 1 hour set, that, you know what, can we come into your life and help you out? But there are major things. There are like, you got to think about this orphan's birthday. What does this father do? Does he have to go to work, or should he celebrate his birthday son with him? But on his birthday, can he provide anything for him? Should this child be happy that today it's another day that he's woken up? Or should he be upset and feel guilty that I've woken up again, I've woken up to nothing? I've woken up to a father that leaves me first thing in the morning, comes last thing at night and provides me with the basics? Or should he wake up and say, you know what, alhamdulillah, I have lovers, I have people that love me and care for me and care for the faith and have sent their support in, have bought one of these packages, a £30 Ramadan package, a £50 orphan package. It's sponsoring these orphans. And if you don't sponsor now, when are you going to sponsor?
Yeah, that's a very valid question. It's a very true question. Brothers and sisters, we have 3 minutes left. Let's say, to be exact, 3.5 minutes left. So this is what we're going to do, as I always like to do, to end the episode on a fired up note, for you to donate, for you to actually be inspired to donate. £1 minute monologues are not easy to do. They're not easy to continuously talk. But what we're going to do in 5 seconds, Muhsin, you're going to have 1 minute to tell the viewers why they should donate and how they can donate. Go!
You can donate to the packages at the bottom, inshallah, whether it's the Iftar pack, whether it's the orphan pack or so forth. You call in 0203 515 1122. Our volunteers are there to answer and help take your donations. If you'd like to donate online, www.imamhusseincharity.com, or you can get the QR code, which is there somewhere.
Right there, yep. Keep going. You've got 40 seconds. Go.
You can go there and you can donate towards the Iftar pack campaign. Sponsor an orphan pack campaign where £50 will help clothe an orphan, send them to school, help with the utility bills. £100 you saw there. Hamudi, he needs treatment. You've seen, I think it was Sajjad that needed treatment. You've seen that the mother that died of cancer. That £100 will go towards treatment and medicines to help cure these impoverished people.
Go.
Brothers and sisters, this is your chance. This is the holy month of Shahr Ramadan. We have gone down 33% of this month. This month is nearly finished. 33% of it is gone. 11 nights have gone. We have another, how many nights coming in? We've got like 18, 19 odd nights. Brothers and sisters, it is your chance now to donate, to support, to find the softness in yourself. Think of a struggle. Think of a difficulty. Think of a problem that you faced one day and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wiped it away from you.
15 seconds, go.
Brothers and sisters, if you do not donate now, when are you going to donate? This donation is going to make a change. It's going to have a ripple effect. You donate today, the money is going to get there tomorrow. They're going to have the time and the opportunity to break their fast, to eat something, to wake up, to drink clean water, and to have a medical package.
5, 4, done?
Done.
Brothers and sisters, we are here towards the end of this live show. The packages are on your screens right now. £30 for an iftar pack, £50 to sponsor an orphan, £100 for medical aid, £250 for reconstruction, £500 to give a skill to an orphan or someone who is poor, £1,400 for a water well in Pakistan. The packages are on your screens right now. The QR code is right there. We've got 20 seconds left. 0203 515 1122. Our phone lines are open throughout the whole night, and we are here tomorrow non-stop. We are taking in your donations, we're taking in your calls. Let's make this change. Let's make this a big impact. Let's mark our stamp here in the world to help the people around the world. But from me, myself, and the team here at Imam Hussein Charity, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
These orphans need your help and require your assistance. Don't let any of these orphans go hungry this Ramadan. Please donate.
Don't let this be the end. Keep the hope alive.
Imam Hussein Charity is giving you the chance to provide food baskets for destitute and impoverished families all over Iraq and Afghanistan. Each basket costs around £30, $35 roughly, and can feed a family of 4. The food basket contains essentials such as flour, bread, tomato puree, oil. They get different spices as well, salt, pepper, even like cinnamon. You get lentils, you get different vegetables, meats, dates, tea, dried lemons, and don't forget rice. Take advantage of this blessed month and help destitute and impoverished families. You can pay via bank transfer, PayPal, or visit us at www.imamhusseincharity.com.
Give the gift of a healthy meal to a family in need by donating to our food basket campaign.
عمرها 32 يوم احترقت مهمتهم. الابو يعني طلع على 40 انا سويت الفاتحه مالتهم. هذ بعد مالي فوجه. قدمت رحت لاهلهم قلت لهم يابا هذا بزركم بينكم وبين انا ما اقدر وانا تعبانه وابكي النار كلها على بنيتي ما قلبي مجوع عليه. قالوا ما نريدهم احنا متبرين منهم ومن ابوهم شالوا البراءه اعطوني اياه مالت ابوهم. والله قدمتها هسه بعد عند القاضي البراءه مالتهم. لا يفقدوهم لا يسالون عليهم الناس تترحم عليهم ماكو. غساله ما عندي جاب لي واحد ذاك يوم غساله طلعت عاطله. التلفزيون مالتهم عاطل الحمام ما عندهم يغسلون به. ما عندي كل شيء انا حايره بيهم والله العظيم. حتى ما اطخ راسي وامشي لاي واحد ويعطيني واقول له خاف ان يقول لي اني من يتعليش بطيتك. امد ايد الرب الكريم اقول له لا انت ترحم كل فقير ومقرود وترحمني. انا باوعي لك خاطر ذولا الطفل. هاي بعد لا بويت عندهم لا غريضات لا بوفيه عندهم يحطون غريضاتهم بالقوه انا حاطتها بوفيه مهجره كل شيء ما عندي. هو قوما والله حتى عيني هاي رايحه وهاي الثانيه اليوم ما اشوف اقول لهم يما اشوف الغشاء على عيوني. اقول له لا يعطيني البصر مالته على مود الطفل على مود الطفله هذه. اقول له ماما وش عيني ما اشوف بعد بيه شلون بيكم انتم من ايدكم؟ ايش عندي؟ ما اتمنى لك غير بس رحمه الله بس رحمه ربي. ورب ان شاء الله ما يعوفنا اللي خلقهم واخذ امهم ما يعوفنا. اهل الناس والخير اللي بقلبه رحمه يرحم هذول الطفال بالعيشه راتب الهم يسوون لي رعايه الهم يرعونهم. ما عندي لا حول ولا قوه بس رحمه ربي. ما اقدر على كل شيء على هاي يعني علاقه البتيته ماكم 1000 دينار ما أقدر. والله حصل عليهم يشتهون السمكه يشتهون الدجاجه. والله مرقت عدس سويت لهم اليوم تأمينات شوي لبس وصب له قلت لك ليه ونعمة الله هذه رحمة من الله. أريد الرحمة من عندهم. أريد اللي هل يطلع من ايديهم يذكروهم بعيشتهم ملابسهم العدة هدم مسكنهم طبيبهم. والله لا إلهي لا تمرضهم ما عندي آخر. لو هذه بنية مرضت وديتها الدكتور الكشفة والوصفة وكله من عنده ما قبل ياخذ قال ما أعطوها إثنين. الله العظيم خف الله على الله عليم اللهم ربي يرعاه.
Assalamu alaikum. We're here with young Karar and his grandmother. And now Karar has 3 other siblings. And due to unfortunate circumstances with his father, who set the house alight, Karar witnessed his mother being burnt alive. Since then, the fathers have no contact with the children and they've been left with their grandmother here. And she is trying her best to raise 4 orphans. The mother sadly passed away in the fire, and then the father wants nothing to do with the children, totally abandoned and neglected them. Here, Bibi is doing her best to raise the 4, but in her household they don't even have adequate bathroom facilities. They don't get to wash their clothes properly. And on top of that, how can she afford to send them to school? And how can she afford for them to get an education? Young Qarar here, since he was discussing his story, has had his head down because of the trauma, because of the sorrow, because of the sheer baggage that he's carrying at such a young age. And his children like Qarar, who we are trying to help turn their life around. There's people like Bibi here raising 4 children who are not their own, who their father is still alive, but has neglected them, abandoned them. It's a family like this in a deep, deep struggle that we're trying to help. And brothers and sisters, you can help too by donating, supporting a family like this for them, just so that they can live a better life, they can have a better opportunity at life, and give a reason for young Qarar here to grow up to be something special. Inshallah.
Your generosity can bring smiles, laughter and happiness to children who have known only suffering and despair.